Hi everyone, welcome back to the Smart Slider tutorial from Marketing Acuity. I'm Max and I'm going to be showing you how to create our second slide in our series of videos. So we just finished our first slide, and if you missed that, feel free to go ahead and go back to our previous video. And I'm going to start with slide number 2. We'll hit edit up here at the top. Now, slide number 2, we have this great picture of Zion National Park. And this looks great on your website. It's eye-catching, it's got color, it pops off the page, except when you put content on this, it's not going to look good at all because it's so busy. So I'm going to show you what to do here is lighting up the image. We're going to do something similar that we did to the first slide, except we're going to use the color white and bump the opacity down to around 80%. Now, this creates a little less contrast, but it's still pretty busy. There's lots of trees and small lines and crevices with the rocks. So another cool tool that Smart Slider has to offer is the blur option. As you can see, we can really blur this image up to about 50 pixels, which makes it unrecognizable. So we'll keep it down somewhere around 2 to 4 pixels, which will just barely lighten up the image there so that you can focus in on the content that we are about to place on it. So from here, I'm also going to show you how to include media, which is actually way easier than it sounds given the Smart Slider layers that they have to offer. So first we're going to drag our image layer to the top here, and obviously we don't really want it to be that big. So let's set our image. We click the little green image button here, and it takes us to our media library where we'll use the Marketing Acuity logo. Obviously, that's quite a big logo, and we want to be able to fit other things in our slide. So we'll set it pretty small. Right there is pretty nice. And as you can see, given that we blurred the background and also lightened it up, it's quite easy to see the logo pop off rather than if this image were fully in its own resolution. Let's also add a heading just so we can get familiar with using those still. Go into the text layer and add our heading. Very nice. And then the same thing here, you can add that link if you want. Let's use a different font here. We can use something like Nova Square. We don't want that one. We can use Pacifico, cursive font, and then we'll adjust the size again. Which looks nice. It's popping off the page. And then we also don't want the logo below. So what's really nice about this layer option is it allows you to adjust where it is on the page with ease. And now it's very hard to see our header. So what we can do is add padding at the top and allow it to just drop down so that it shows here. And then same thing what we did in our last video, we're going to show padding to our siders here so we can pad for those arrows, which is very important. Now we have Own Your Marketing, Marketing Acuity with the Marketing Acuity logo right there on the page. It looks great. And that is how to add media to your slide. So we'll go back up here and hit save again. All right, perfect. Now from here, we'll go on and we'll edit slide number 3. Tune in for our next video and I'll show you how to use the row button as well as adding more media and editing your background image.